Hello everyone, welcome to Home Cooking with me, Hema Subramanian. Now we all love pickles, and especially when we have nothing to eat at home, pickles are something that come in handy. Today I am going to share a lovely tangy tomato pickle that you can make at home instantly. So let's get started and check out the recipe. For this recipe I have taken 1 kilo of nice ripe tomatoes. Just roughly chop them and keep it aside. I've taken about 1 cup of tamarind, add it to a bowl, pour enough hot water to soften the tamarind. We're going to use this pulp later. Take a nice wide pan, add about 2 tablespoons of oil. So first we're going to cook the tomatoes. Cook the tomatoes till they become nice and mushy. Tomato pickle is one of my favorites for one reason, because it's very easy to make and it's just got this nice rich ripe tomatoes, and I love this nice tanginess that comes with it. So post your comments and let me know what pickles you guys would like to see or try at home, which is very simple to make, and what are your favorite pickles. So in case I've not done that yet, then maybe I can do it in my upcoming videos. So you can see all those juices are releasing from the tomatoes. So I'm going to close this and cook for about 10 minutes till the tomatoes become nice and soft and mushy. So you can see the tomatoes have become nice and mushy. So now I'm going to strain the soaked tamarind puree. Just squeeze out all the juices and strain it. Once the tomatoes are cooked, add the tamarind puree. Make sure you strain the tamarind puree so there are no fibers or any pulp in this. So just add the tamarind puree. This is about half cup. Just mix it along with the tomatoes, and you have to continue to cook this. To this I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of rock salt. Now if you don't have rock salt, you can just use the regular table salt. So adding this rock salt will give you a nice flavor. Next to this I'm adding half teaspoon of turmeric powder, and next I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of red chilli powder. This is going to give you all the spice. Now you can adjust the quantity of chilli powder according to the quantity of tomatoes and tamarind that you're using. So continue to cook this till it becomes a little thicker. Turn off the stove at this point, and we're going to cool this completely. So we're going to grind this because you don't want that tomato skin in your pickle. To the tempering pan, add 1 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds, which is going to lightly roast it. We're going to nicely roast it till it becomes to a nice golden brown color. Turn off the stove. To the same tempering pan, add 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds and just lightly roast it. So you can see the mustard seeds are beginning to splatter. Just turn off the stove at this point. To the mixer jar, add the roasted fenugreek and the roasted mustard seeds and grind both together into a nice fine powder. You can see it's ground to a nice fine powder. Remove this from the mixer jar and keep it aside. For this recipe, I am using about 1/4 cup of gingelly oil for tempering. So this is roughly about 2 tablespoons. I'm just going to add another 2 tablespoons. To this add 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds. Once the mustard seeds start splattering, add a few red chillies. Add a few garlic cloves. Also add a few curry leaves. So I've turned off the stove at this point. Now add about half teaspoon of Hing, that is the Asafoetida powder. To this I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of the fenugreek and mustard powder. Just mix everything. Turn the stove back on. We don't want to burn anything here. Just maintain it on a low flame. Remove this and keep it aside. Transfer the ground tomato paste to the pan. Now pour the tempered ingredients into the pan and mix everything well. just adding a very small piece of jaggery just to balance the flavors because it's very tangy as we've added tamarind, and of course the tomatoes are naturally very tangy. So we have to continue to cook this mixture till the oil separates. So I'm adding another tablespoon of oil. Like I said, we'll need a certain amount of oil because we're making the tomato pickle and we need it to preserve it. So this will increase the shelf life. So you can see the pickle is done. The tomato paste is cooked beautifully. All the oil has separated. We have to cool the pickle completely before you bottle it. I'm serving this fresh, tangy and spicy tomato pickle with some nice curd rice. You can serve it or enjoy it however you like. So here is this absolutely delicious tangy tomato pickle that you can enjoy with some nice curd rice, plain rice, idlis, dosas or chapatis. So this is something that you can store in a nice airtight jar and you can refrigerate it for up to 2 to 3 months. So do try this recipe, enjoy and share it with your family and friends. The second edition of our home cooking book is now available on our website 21frames.in. I'll give you the link in the description. You can go and check it out. The book is currently available only in India for now, so you can place your orders on 21frames.in.